Kristin and this is the video for day number 154 of my Song a Day project. And the song that I'm doing is Ever and a Day by AFI. Lie in the comfort of sweet calamity, with nothing left to lose. Lie in the darkness, I'm slowly drawn to sleep, with nothing left to lose. Whoa, 3 tears I've saved for you. I retrace the steps that led me here, but nothing left behind me. So I lie in the field, bathed in the light that loved me, with nothing left to lose. 3 tears I've saved for you. Will you be my beloved? Will you help me to get through? Will you be my destruction? Will you help me to get through? Oh, 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 oh. Will you be my beloved? Will you help me to get through? Will you be my destruction? Will you help? 3 tears I've saved for you. That was my rendition of Ever and a Day by AFI, which is from their album The Art of Drowning, which apparently was the title of a book, I think, prior to that. That's the earliest AFI album that I really like anything from. I do actually have Black Sails in the Sunset and their Halloween album, which I will bring out around Halloween sometimes. But as far as, you know, markedly liking songs on AFI albums, that's where it begins, at The Art of Drowning. I like just a couple on there. Most of their stuff is still too heavy on that album, but I like Ever and a Day and Morning Star. And actually, a few years ago, I guess basically for my own amusement, since, you know, they didn't accept unsolicited material, I didn't like try to submit it or anything, I wrote my own episode of Cold Case. It's one of my favorite shows, and I really like the characters, and you know, once you know the characters of a show, you can kind of make up your own story for them. And one of the great things about Cold Case, well, 2 of the great things about Cold Case, one is that each episode was an individual story about, you know, what happened to someone and, like, you know, the world surrounding them. And there was almost always period-appropriate music. Sometimes it was themed music, like this one schizophrenic guy listened to, I think, John Lennon music to calm him, but other than that, it was usually period-specific for the time that the person had lived and died in. And when Cold Case was first on, I didn't want to watch it because I thought, well, there's no hope. What's the point in watching it? But actually, I prefer it to Without a Trace, because Without a Trace, you know, you'd get your hopes up thinking that people would be alive, and sometimes they'd be dead. Although, you know, it was still an interesting show. But Cold Case, you know, it was about, like, finding out the truth and getting closure and stuff. And this is Cold Case, the fictional series. I'm not talking about Cold Case Files or Cold Justice. But anyway, yeah, and so, you know, it would be this interesting story, and, you know, they'd tie it up. And a couple of times, the character who they thought was dead actually wasn't. So that was a pleasant surprise. But anyway, so a few years ago, I wrote an episode of Cold Case. I believe it was entitled Angels. And it took place around the time that album was out, although I actually wasn't familiar with AFI at that time. But, you know, I included those 2 songs from that album that I liked. I forget what else I included. I think I probably included other things from the time period. And as sort of a special edition, there was a scene that I had written in where they went to interview someone in, like, a Hot Topic type store, and there was a Black Audio song playing in there, so I got, like, a present day thing in, you know, in a loophole. But anyway, AFI songs were never actually used on Cold Case, but they were in my episode that I wrote. Actually, I had so many episode ideas. I only actually went through and wrote one of them down completely, though. But I even was going to follow up on the storyline of Scotty's girlfriend, Alyssa, that, it hadn't been a suicide because, he had thought it wasn't, but they thought it was. But no closure there. But anyway, so yeah, that was just kind of an interesting thing. And if anyone is interested in reading that story that I wrote, or any of my other written work, I've also written a couple of short novels. Let me know, and if I can find them, I will share those with you. Anyway, I guess that's pretty much all I was going to say. AFI is one of my very favorite bands. Like I said, that's like the earliest stuff of theirs that I like. I still have yet to open their newest album. I heard a couple tracks from it, but I am just not on top of things with that. December Underground is really my favorite, but I do like stuff from Sing the Sorrow and Crash Loved quite a bit also. And I got to meet the band when they were doing a signing for Crash Love, but unfortunately I didn't get to meet Davey because he was sick. And I think I mentioned that on one of my early videos. But anyway, I don't remember if there's anything else I was going to say, and as usual I'm on a very bad schedule, and my ears are clogged, so I don't even know how loud that was. It might have sounded awful. It's kind of an intense, alternative rock type song for my voice, but I don't know. Hopefully it did not sound like I was screaming, and hopefully the oh part was not excruciatingly long. I'm not sure if I did it double the length. The song just seems so short without music, and I had looked at the lyrics because it's been so long since I heard it. I didn't even remember how it started, but they had a lot of oh part written, and so I don't know if I extended that, but I wanted to at least have the song decently long, which hopefully it was. Anyway, this banter's probably at least double that length already, but also I'm still unable to get my videos up. I still am looking for a wire for my hard drive and hoping that I'm able to hook it up and my stuff is still there, because that 150th video is still in limbo, which is the first thing that's holding me up. And I don't know if I mentioned on yesterday's video, but when I installed my camera software on the new computer, it's a new platform. It's Windows 7 as opposed to we had been on Vista before. And it's supposed to have a video editing feature, and it's missing it. I think I did mention that. And I'm trying to look for help online, and there's supposed to be a place to contact them, and there's not. And I'm just like, Hurr! And I'm looking for different video editing programs because I don't think that the one I had used before can handle the HD video unless it's different on this platform. I don't know. I am not that adept in the computer field, but anyway, so I am in limbo with that, and I should be trying to do short, perfect, uninterrupted videos, but that doesn't really work. Anyway, though, so hopefully that sounded all right, and hopefully I'll be able to get these up soon, because at this point it feels like I'm just recording them for myself, and that's not super fun. But anyway, hopefully I'll be able to get them up, and hopefully once they're up, people will be checking back, and I will be able to get back into the swing of things with this. I'm still plugging along, but it is much less satisfying just recording them and not getting to share them at the present. So hopefully that will work out, and I'll be back on track with the project soon. But anyway, so once again, that was my rendition of Ever and a Day by AFI for day 154 of my Song a Day project. Amid a lot of distractions and interruptions, so hopefully, and while I was singing, two of my cats, Lily and Tim, were up on the cabinet on top of the refrigerator, and I could see this way, and then there was a squirrel dancing in my driveway and yard out that way, and so I was laughing and smiling and looking around, and yeah, so I'm singing this serious song, and I'm like, but anyway, it was cute, and I got to see it, but the camera did not. Anyway, though, once again, that was my rendition of Ever and a Day by AFI for day 154 of my Song a Day project. As always, thanks for listening, and please check back often. I'm Kristin Starr. Peace.